welcome. Thanks for joining. So the video starts off a lot earlier than what it is now. We're on about 9 o'clock. Well, we're on exactly 9 o'clock, and I just wanted to start the video here and just give you a little bit of a bit of information as to how the video started. So we came to Whitby last night on the intention of doing some night photography, night street photography. I ended up having a beer and then two, and then booking into a hotel, and we ended up doing a sunrise video. So yeah, that should be fun. I'll pop you over to an earlier James having his first coffee. Good morning, everybody. This was never meant to be a morning video. My plan last night was poorly executed, and I ended up having a beer, and then one beer turned into two, and it never happened. So what was meant to happen was street photography at night in Whitby. But I saw everybody enjoying themselves so much, I had to join them. So we're here, we stayed at the Royal Hotel, I think they call it the Royal Hotel. One of the hotels, I'll show you when we leave. And we're going to go and get a sunrise. So I've been awake since 4 o'clock. I have no idea why. It's 10 to 6 now. We've got another hour till sunrise, so I'm going to have a quick coffee and start thinking about leaving. But yeah, here's to a great morning. It's looking like it's very cloudy. I'm hoping there's going to be a little bit of gaps within the cloud system so that we can get some nice sunrise, because it's a very, very rare occurrence catching me up at this time of the morning. But I'll have my coffee and then we'll get cracking. So we're up and we're out and we're at them. So I'm just at the Whalebone Arch and just sort of trying to work out a little composition for getting started. But if I'm honest, it's just not doing it for me up here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down onto the beach and see if I can grab some up there. I've just been doing a little scan of the area. I've just, the usual indecision is occurring right now. So I haven't had to walk very far. That's the hotel that I was in. So I'm just going to concentrate on this little area, I think. I want something different. Now I think this morning is going to be an absolutely exceptional sunrise. It's got all the ingredients. There's sort of low-lying clouds, but not much, and then there's a big gap in between, and then just above the Abbey is just really, really, really nice cloud cover, and I've got a feeling as soon as that sun hits the peak, it's all just going to light up. It's going to be like fire. So I didn't really want to be getting shots that other people have got, but I might just have stumbled upon one of the best sunrises I've been out for. So I'm gonna hold me nerve, and I'm gonna stay up here and see what we can get. So my mission now is just to find a good composition. There was the Whalebone Arch, but everybody takes that shot, and it's just a bit unnatural in my opinion. I'm not dissing anybody who takes a photo of that, but it's just not for me. Not for me, that one. I'm more sort of landscape, and I like the way that all the houses are sort of on the, you know, on the side of the abbey, if that makes sense. Probably doesn't make any sense at all. What I'm saying is I don't like that whalebone shot, and I don't want to take it, so I'm not gonna. So we did it. I slept just there, and we stumbled out this morning, and I think we're about to be treated to an absolutely epic sunrise, because it is happening. So I'm going to do less talking. I'll get you onto my first image, which is a really long exposure, 90 seconds. We've got the tripod really high, just to try and separate the peas a little bit, and then not get tangled up in any of this crap at the front. So I'll pop that on now, and I'm going to get positioned for the abbey, because it's starting to kick off. We're all set to go with the fiery sky, and it just didn't quite happen. I had loads of people here as well. There was one fella was telling me his story about how he found photography, which was quite nice. He'd gone through chemotherapy, and he had an image in his head of him taking photos, and then he's picked up the camera, so it was like a bit of a premonition. So I do genuinely believe that photography is so good for your mental health. It's you know, when the camera's in your hand, you just are forever present, and yeah, it's just great. And he's just a prime example of that, I think. He said he had this image of him taking photos on the beach when he was going through his chemo, and for them 10 seconds all his chemo problems just disappeared. And I think photography is just an absolute wonderful thing, and he's picked up the camera ever since. So yeah, what a story, eh? Yeah, anyway, back to the photos. So we was aiming at grabbing some of the shots of the abbey, and it just sort of fired up, and then it didn't, and then it sort of did again. And then we got some really lovely sort of sky over the piers, so I spent a bit of time on both of them. Got quite a few nice images that I want to share with you, so I'll stick them on now, and I'm going to take a wander, I think, and just see if there's any other shots as I'm moving about. But yeah, absolutely fantastic. It's just so good to be out on the morning. I don't usually get out, you see. I'm a bit of a lazy bugger, so I'm making the most of this morning, I am. But yeah, I'll show you them images now. Well, there you have it. There was a half decent sunrise when I didn't come out for a sunrise in the first place. It's getting a bit bright now, so I just want to say a massive thank you for joining me. I've really enjoyed your company today. If you like these videos, do consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.